S. Chand presents educational video lectures as per the AICTE curriculum. Difficult concepts made easy. Study anywhere, anytime.
Now in the second part, I will make you understand how during the power supply, positive half cycle and negative half cycle, rotor opposes the cause, means the Lenz's second law, Lenz's law of induction is applied. I am Narendra Kaur. Now if you want to study this topic in detail, refer this book from S. Chand Publishing. E-book link has been given in the description box. Okay, now welcome to S. Chand Academy. Now let us begin with this topic. Okay. So let us suppose during the positive half cycle, here is the north pole and here is the south pole. And again, when the polarity is changed, south pole is over here and there is a north pole. So let us suppose this. Now we know that in the rotor, flux is changing. So as a field lines of force, they are start crossing from north to south through the rotor. So the rotor will rotate over here. Again in this case, the field lines of force, they will start moving in the upward direction from north to south. Again, if here the rotor is moving in the clockwise direction, so in this case the rotor will move in the anti-clockwise direction because the polarity is changed over here. So in this case the polarity is changed over here. Now the flux is changed. Here the flux is changed in the rotor. So due to change in flux in the rotor, the lines of force, flux means the magnetic lines of force per unit area, that is changed. If the magnetic lines of force per unit area is changed, that means poles are developed in the rotor. So this implies magnetic poles are developed in the rotor. Now if the magnetic poles are developed in the rotor, now if there is a north pole, there must be south pole and here is a north pole. Again, so there is so this is a configuration of, you can say that NS configuration, this is a NS SN SN configuration. Now when the flux is changed, the lines of force per unit area is changed. Now as the lines of force are changed, that means from this area, so variable field is produced in the rotor. So first point is over here, the variable resistance, variable magnetic field is produced. Now the variable magnetic field is produced, that will cause introduction of poles in the rotor. Means now for the now north pole is here, then south pole will develop over here. Again if the south pole is here, then the north pole will develop over here. So due to development of the poles in this case, now if here the field direction is from north to south, again in this case field direction will be from north to south, means they are opposing to each other. So this is a Lenz's law of induction. According to Lenz's law, it will, the EMF which is induced, that will oppose the cause which generate it. That means now the EMF in this case is introduced that due to these lines of force from north to south. So in this case the polarity is generated but in the opposite direction. So due to this, that will opposes the cause which produces it. Again when the polarity is changed, so this is for the positive half cycle for AC supply and that is for the negative half cycle, means if this is negative and that is a positive half cycle. Again in the negative half cycle, the lines of force are from north to south, that means they are in the upward direction, but in the rotor the induced EMF, that is in the opposite direction. EMF is induced but in the direction is opposite because it opposes the cause which produces it. So in both of the cases, that means the rotor will start, if in one case the rotor start moving in the clockwise direction, in the second case it will start moving in the anti-clockwise direction. So due to this movement in the rotor, the magnetic field which is introduced, the EMF which is induced, that will introduce in the opposite direction. So this is the main part of single phase induction motor. So means in the single phase induction motor, so number 1, the inducting coil if there is a presence of inducting coil for the positive half cycle, let us consider for the positive half cycle, this inducting coil is charged. You can say that the inductant coil that is charged, and due to this charging, again according to Faraday's law, induced EMF is induced in this case. So this charged coil, EMF is induced in it, and according to Lenz's law, this induced EMF that will oppose the cause which produces it. So that is, this is for the positive half cycle. Now what is for the negative half cycle? Again for the negative half cycle, the inducting coil, that means the charge develop on the inducting coil, that will start discharging. So this coil, there occur the discharging of this coil. So due to discharging of this coil, the EMF which produces in the opposite direction will cause development of charges, or you can say that flow of flux in the opposite direction, or you can say that there occur flow of flux will flow in the opposite direction. And EMF that will induce in the opposite direction. So in this case, during positive half cycle and during negative half cycle, the poles are developed on the magnet, means in both of the cases the poles are developed. So in the first case there is NS geometry, and in the second case there is SN geometry. So that is for the positive half cycle, and this is for the negative half cycle. Means if the polarity is changed, in that case the induction motor also operates. That also operate, but with the negative polarity. Value of output in both the cases, in both the polarities, means when there is a positive half cycle and there is a negative half cycle, and for both the cases output will be same with the same magnitude. Output will be same with the same magnitude and opposite direction. Opposite direction. So this is the single phase induction motor. And in the single phase induction motor, Here the power supply that is given in the single phase. Means only single supply, power supply is given to over here. So here the single phase power supply, that is a AC. Now in this case the AC here is converted into, means the alternating current will change in polarity. From this we will get again the AC output. If this is the input here and that is the output. Now in the single phase induction motor the losses are very small. So this is all about the working of motor. Now next is the losses. Now the losses in this, first there is a single phase power supply. So in the single phase power supply, first the iron loss and second is the copper loss. Both are very small because single phase power supply, that means the winding, copper winding, secondary winding is smaller, amount of this single winding is used. So automatically the copper losses, they are very small and the iron loss is also very small. Second is the eddy current loss, that is proportional to I square over here. But eddy current losses are present with some permissible amount in this case. These are present over here. So these are the losses in the single phase power supply, and efficiency of the single phase power supply is very large. And third one, its efficiency is large with longer lifetime. With longer lifetime. So now, so this is all about the single phase induction motor, how it works and what are its losses and how its efficiency that can be also be improved, and its efficiency is very large and this is also cost effective. Now if you want to study this topic in detail, refer this book from S. Chand Publishing. E-book link has been given in the description box, and if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe, and also press the bell icon for the future notifications.
All rights reserved. This video has been prepared for educational purposes only. No part of it may be reproduced or copied without the permission of the copyright holder.